105.9 Academy FM.
Folkestone's radio station.
Right, so last Friday I caught up with Naveed, aka Tariq, from Waterloo Road. Now, if you've never watched Waterloo Road, it's usually on Wednesdays, 8 o'clock, and it's great.
It is.
It's great for ages. Now, Amy's kind of stepped herself in it, because she said she knows, she watches it all the time. I watch it all the time as well, I'm a massive fan. But Amy said she can explain it to us.
What would you want me to explain to you, like?
The current storyline.
Well, the current storyline, basically Tariq and Kyle have joined a gang, and they keep having, like, gang fights and stuff around the town and the schools, and they're bringing gang people in the schools. Tariq's sister is pregnant and she wants to get an abortion. Yep. And her boyfriend doesn't know, so she broke up with him, which is Finn. You know,
her boyfriend, Finn,
yeah.
Yep.
And Grantley, who's one of the English teachers, his wife died a couple of episodes ago, and now he come back to school, work too early. They think so. They're trying to
proper in depth here, proper in depth. So the current storyline includes his character getting caught up with gangs, and it involves him joining a gang himself. So when I spoke to him, the first thing I thought I should ask him is like 2 episodes ago, he caught up with, I think it's Chalky. He went in and spoke to Chalky. Oh, yeah. So I asked him, what's the current situation in the series? So where are we currently at?
He goes and has a quick chat with Chalky, but the result, he sort of backed into a corner once again. And when Kyle mentioned that there's prints on it that could then therefore implicate him into a crime, he's the hook. They've really hooked him in, so he is trapped, and there's no way out then, really.
So yeah, he is. He's trapped. He is trapped. In his current storyline, he is trapped.
Yeah.
That's true. He can't get himself out of it. So, moving on from the gang thing quickly, I asked him what was his problem with Finn, because we know at the end of the last series, Finn and him had a little, they had to come in together at the start because of Trudy, his sister, but at the end of the series, you might see they did go and track down some boys who stole something from Trudy.
Yeah.
So I asked him what was the whole scenario there? What was the problem with Finn and Trudy and himself, Tariq? And this is what he said.
See, the problem with Finn is, you see, Tariq tried. In Tariq's eyes, Trudy's quite a naive girl, and she will take someone just for face value. So if they're saying, I am a nice guy, she will take that as what they've said is true. Now, Tariq, on the other hand, is quite a sceptical person, and he likes to suss someone out fully. Now, his first impression of Finn, and the first impression I got when I read the scripts and stuff, is Finn's a wide boy who's had loads of girlfriends, and Trudy will just be another one on his bedpost.
So
right. That's what's driving Tariq is in. Once he's got what he wants out of the situation, he's gonna leave you. You're gonna be left in a state. So I might as well tackle the problem before that actually gets that far, and you get your heart broken. But as with anything, the more you push someone away from someone, the more they get. It's like forbidden fruit tastes the best.
So yeah, we're nodding our heads at each other there.
That actually makes sense, actually. Yeah.
It does. It makes a lot of sense. And, of course, it's just that whole cultural thing as well.
Yeah.
It is a whole cultural thing between him and Finn, and they're quite a cultural family in the series. So as a proper Waterloo Road fan, I got really in-depth for this interview. I decided to go really geeky, and my exact question was, it would be nice, I would like to see Tariq and Finn become good friends.
Yep.
What is this going to happen? What's going to happen? Will they become friends? Don't mind that words. I turned into a proper geek, and this is what I had to say.
Yeah, I mean, that's it, because there was a moment in episode 16 in the last series where we went looking for Maddie's phone, and I thought that was nice because it showed them. Tariq does need a friend, and Finn would be a good friend to him, but there was the motivation, like Tariq feels he was used, because he was just trying to get into Trudy's good book, so he befriends Tariq, and Tariq's not about that. You know, Tariq's not he don't want to get used by someone for the sake of getting into my sister's knickers, if you know what I mean. It's a weird one, and it's also a cultural thing as well. I don't know, he's a bit set in his ways, so when he sees that Finn might be threatening his cultural aspects of life and stuff, he takes that on his plate as well, and he's just I think he's trying to be a brother, a father, and a mother all in one, but he's just getting it totally wrong.
See, if you're a fan of the show, you will know how much sense this is making. Of course, there's a lot of people listening who do watch Waterloo Road, and it's completely true, isn't it?
Yeah.
He does feel like he has to leave the family.
Yeah, he does.
He does feel like he has to leave the family. So,
I'm surprised that he got into gangs though, because they're Muslim family, and I thought they wouldn't get into that, you know.
No, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. So I'll put a question to him. of course, in Waterloo Road, if you've watched it, there's a different topic, a different kind of storyline in each series, and it kind of is something which is currently happening, which appeals to an audience, but is a current situation in the UK. So I asked why they touched on that, and the message the current storyline is actually trying to give.
Yeah, I mean, the message, because there is a scene with Choudhry when they're talking about weapon amnesty going on with the police and stuff, and it's just making kids aware that you start put in that situation that with the amnesty out there that you can then hand in the knife and no questions will be asked. It's rather take the weapon off the street so that it can't harm anyone. I think that's the point we were trying to get out there with the kids, that you can take it upon yourselves to sort of, you know, I know it might be like the hardest thing, you think that you're going to let down your friends or you're grasping in some sort of way, but if you do make the right choice, you can then sort of just sort of get yourself out of the situation a lot easier. Like Tariq's not handed the knife into the amnesty people, so he's just getting deeper and deeper into their web.
Yeah. You can understand that. Yeah. I mean, they're touching on a very, very telling kind of subject, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
They're touching on a very, very kind of current, you know, if the fans are watching, it's set in a school, so it's kind of trying to appeal to school kids.
Yeah, it does, I think.
And it does. So this is kind of them warning, you know, this is what could happen. This is what could happen. So it's a very, very telling story. So last thing on Waterloo Road is I asked him what's coming up for Tariq. Now I'm quite excited about this. I tried my best to get a little teaser out of him, and this is what he had to say.
Tariq is going to go on a journey, and I hope the viewers come on a journey with him, because it's a roller coaster, and it's a roller coaster of emotions as well, from what's going on with the gang to his family life to actually getting down and getting some grades and moving forward with his own life as well. So from various avenues, he's got quite a journey ahead of him, and in the process, will he not make friends with Finn? Will his sister have a happy ever after? What will go on with the guy? You see, there's so many questions, and that's what I love about the show, because there's just so many avenues we could go down, and I could send you on a wild goose chase, and it turned around to be something totally different to what I'd said, because it was that unpredictable that I'd get a script, I'd read it, and I'd be like, right, and then collaborating with different directors and getting sort of different views out of different directors sort of changed a few little things for myself. I followed my instincts, and that's what I love about Waterloo Road. The directors gave me the freedom to sort of explore how I saw it.
That's we're currently listening to my chat last Friday with Naveed, who's an actor who plays Tariq in Waterloo Road. They were his views on Waterloo Road, but next we're going to be chatting about a new project which is starting on, his opinions on the gang and what it was like working with Smithy from the Bill. Smithy from the Bill.
Is he in Waterloo Road?
Yeah, he's is it Jez?
Oh, that's why I recognise his face.
Smithy from Waterloo Road, from the Bill. So we're going to chat more to Naveed, aka Tariq from Waterloo Road, next after some Wiz Khalifa and Ollie Murs.
Oh my goodness, I can't hide it. You just smiled when you walked by me. Oh, my baby, I'll roll up. Whenever you call, baby, I'll roll up.
Certified tune. That's all I'm going to say about that one. And the Ollie Murs song before as well. That's a good track, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was actually.
Do you like the Ollie Murs one? I love it. Love it. Right, this is Wiz Khalifa, Rolled Up. Maddie and still to come, but first of all, we're going to go back to our chat with Naveed, aka Tariq from Waterloo Road. Now, we've chatted about Waterloo Road. That's the exciting stuff. We've still got exciting stuff to come, but that was the main focus of the interview. But we also wanted to chat to him a bit about working with different actors, because we haven't really had an actor on the show.
No.
And we don't know when we're going to get an actor on the show next. So I wanted to chat to him about working with different actors, and especially Alex Walkinshaw, aka Smithy from The Bill.
Oh, I mean, because I was a big watcher of The Bill, and everyone loves it in my house. So to walk into the green room and see Alex Walkinshaw sat there, and it's like, that's Smithy. And then it was just straight off the bat, he was just so welcoming, and because he's been acting for over 20 years, it was just great to sort of pick the brains of people who've been around the industry and just soaking it in as a sponge every day. And his banter, oh my days, just don't get involved, because if you can't handle his banter, you're just going to get ripped to shreds.
I think I'd read myself if I met Alex Walkinshaw. I just think he's brilliant.
All actors are brilliant.
I just think Alex Walkinshaw is brilliant. Smithy from The Bill. I just think there's been no better character in a soap than Smithy on the bill? I'm going to put that out there. Name one.
What?
Name a character who's been better than Smithy in anything.
Heather Trott.
No, it doesn't even come close. Right, I also, because of course the point of Waterloo Road at the moment is on gangs, I also asked him his personal opinion on gangs, because it's good to know, because it's a current topic, of course, from the riots as well last year. It's a current topic going on and about who it is, and of course Plan B's released that song, Ill Manners. So I asked him his opinion. This is what he has to say.
See, the way I look at the gang sort of stuff is there's only two routes, and it's jail or death, and that is in most outcomes. You get the odd fortunate case where they do get out, but it's like they can really take control of your life, and that's what the pressure Tariq's feeling. Not only because Trudy's sort of, in a sense, let him down, and she's sort of saying to him now that she don't want nothing to do with him. She's, in a sense, his rock. He sort of thinks, I've got nothing to lose now, and if you can't beat them, join them.
True. 100% true. And finally, we caught on, and I asked him about Silent Witness, which he's going to be in. So let's hear what he had to say about Silent Witness, which is going to be on the 8th and 9th of April.
Silent Witness, it's such it's been going on for that long, and to be part of a show where the camera shots are totally different, they give off that eerie sort of dark, bleak atmosphere. Just by looking at my co-star sort of working in front of the camera, it was just great. The script was deep. It was the only word I can describe it with is grimy. It's going to be 2 grimy episodes. The subject matter is very taboo. I mean, as an actor, just to sort of get into that sort of mode, it was a bit disturbing, but that's what I love a challenge as an actor. And I mean, without saying too much, we're a gang of lads and we're not very nice, and it's sort of what it's been going on in the media a bit with young girls getting groomed into prostitution and stuff, and that's that's sort of where the episodes go. And it was just a mad experience. I got to film with Sanjeev Bhaskar and Elias Gable, who was also in Waterloo Road once upon a time as a PE teacher. He was also in Game of Thrones, which is a program I'm in love with at the moment, and just to see someone I've worked with on us in Game of Thrones was just like, you know what, it opened the eyes to sort of the possibilities that are out there for us actors.
Do you know what, that sounds brilliant.
It does.
Silent Witness, it's on the 8th and 9th of April. It features Naveed, and it's going to be deep and grimy, he told us. You can watch Waterloo Road, BBC One.
Wednesday.
8 PM to 9 PM. Thank you, Tariq, aka Naveed.
Academy FM Folkestone
on 105.9 FM
and online at academyfmfolkstone.com.